Hello everyone. Welcome to the world of continuous improvement and learning. Today's topic of discussion would be Agile methodology. Some of my viewers have been asking me to create a video on Agile, so here I am today. So let's begin the video. So friends, first of all, let us learn what is Agile. Agile is a philosophy, agility is a mindset. So, some of the people have this view that it is a kind of methodology like we used to see a Six Sigma or a lean methodology, but Agile is overall a philosophy. There are so many other methodologies which comes under Agile. So, Agile in itself is a philosophy and is a mindset. Agile is incremental and iterative. So, what do we mean by incremental and iterative? So, if you look at this particular picture, in sprint 1, team has to do plan, build, test, and review the software. So, in sprint 2, there are new features which are being added in the software and it has been delivered to the end customer for their testing. And in sprint 3, there will be more features which are added on what has been done in sprint 1 and sprint 2. So this is incremental. And if you look at all the phases of or all the sprints which goes up to n, there are iterative steps which are happening: plan, build, test, and review. Plan, build, test, and review. So that is why this methodology is known as incremental and iterative. It gives increment in terms of new features being added in all the software releases or updates that are being sent to the end customer for their test and review. And it is iterative. All these four things are to be done in all the sprints. So hence it is called incremental and iterative. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts. Agile follows a time box approach. Why it is called time box approach? Because there are sprints which are there in Agile. So these sprints are basically time bound sprints. For example, each sprint could be from a week's time to 4 weeks time. So people or team can select their sprint time from 1 week to 4 weeks. And there are so many other time box things which are happening under Agile. Agile encourages teamwork between cross functional, self organized, and empowered teams. What is the meaning of cross functional? There are teams which are involved, like the development team, the testing team, all of them are involved. So, they are cross functional engagement which is happening. And they are self organized teams and they are empowered as well. For example, there are scrum masters which are organizing these teams on their own. So there are no supervisors or other people required to manage these teams. They are self organized and they are empowered also to make certain decisions. So agile methodologies gives the team the self confidence, they organize themselves and they empower themselves and work in a cross functional manner to deliver much faster and much reliable products to end customer. So there are certain methodologies which comes under agile. One of them is scrum methodology, the other one is kanban, lean, feature driven development. So there are some of these methodologies which are listed here. So next thing that we are going to see in this video is there are 12 agile principles that the team has to follow. The first principle says satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. So when, say for example, the customer has asked you to develop a website which is going to take 6 months, and if you start delivering your workable software as early as after a month, then the customer will have more confidence in the team and they will be satisfied. They will know that okay, the product which is being developed is should will be developed correctly in the stipulated or the given time to the team. You welcome the change requirement at any stage of the development. So, in the waterfall model, which was earlier used by the software industry, they used to have fixed requirements and they used to deliver those fixed requirements in a fixed time. But what is happening now is if, for example, you are working on a project which is going to take 6 months, and during that initial meetings you got some requirements from the customer. Now, after 3 months, customers see that there is a change which is happening in the market and they want to incorporate that change in their product. Their competitor is bringing a new thing in their product and they want that feature to be added in customer's product, in their own product. So they have requested the team to bring that change. So Agile will welcome that kind of a change in the overall development rather than being rigid that they will only work what has been told to them in the initial phase of the project. So they are welcoming the change during the development of the project as well, and which gives a competitive advantage to the end customer. Deliver working software frequently in a shorter time scale, that is from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. So that is what I was mentioning. When you start delivering a workable software to the end customer, it increases their confidence in you. And it also gives feedback in time to the development team. Yes, it will tell them that what is to be corrected before they go to the next stage. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. So this is also very important. Developers should constantly get a feedback from the business team on what is that they are going to develop. Is it in the right direction? What is that they can change or what is that they can expedite? Give them the environment and the support that they need to trust them to get the job done. So this is the job of every manager or every organization, to provide an environment to the employees so that they can do the job well. Always convey information in face to face conversations. This is the most efficient and effective method. So, if the teams are sending the updates or a conversation which is happening over the email or a chat box, rather than doing that, meet and do the conversation face to face in 10 minutes rather than writing long emails explaining everything to each one of them over the chats and other printable media. So, don't do that. It is very effective to meet face to face for 10 minutes and do this conversation. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts. Working software is the primary measure of progress. So there is no other measure of progress in the overall project. The only measure of progress is that your working software, is it moving in the right direction or not, and it is working on each of these phases which you have developed and meeting customer expectation and requirements. All the sponsors, developers and users must maintain a constant indefinite pace. So all these people should maintain a constant pace for indefinite period of time. So that is what it means always they have to maintain the constant pace. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. This is also very important agile principle which says attention should be on technical excellence, not on any other thing. Do things in a simple way, don't complicate it. So that's rule I think for life. If we do things simply, we will be in peace. We will do our work more efficiently. So do not complicate things around you. The same way you should not complicate things at the workplace as well. So make things simple and do them in a simple way. Self-organizing teams generate value. So this is very true. If we take an example of a child, if he or she is self organized, they will generate more value rather than if they are always constantly guided by their parents on do this, do that, study now, sleep now. All of this should not be done to a child as well. So, all of these things should not be done to the teens as well. They should be self organizing, they will generate more value. Regularly reflect and adjust your way of work to boost effectiveness. So we have to regularly reflect and adjust our way of work to boost effectiveness. This is important because the environment around us is changing every day. We need to reflect what is required at this particular time, and if it needs an adjustment in our way of working, we should do that. And that will definitely boost the effectiveness of the team. So these are the 12 principles that Agile follow. So friends, this is it for today's video. I will come up with another video on agile principles and methodology. So please wait on this channel. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. I'll see you in my next upcoming video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Friends, you can buy my authored books on Amazon. My first book is 8 Steps to Problem Solving, which talks about Six Sigma concepts. And my second book is Continuous Improvement the Lean Way, which talks about the lean concepts.